It's far too easy to find a reason to quit drums. Our brains are wired to take the path of least resistance. And let's face it, learning drums is not easy. It's f***ing difficult. I find excuses all the time too. I don't know if I'm improving, I don't have the time to practice. But what if you're closer to a breakthrough than you think? It could be right around the corner, that day where a small tweak changes everything, or you get that call to play with an established band or something. So let's run through 5 reasons that you shouldn't quit, because you definitely shouldn't, and here's why. There was this guy in my music class at school. He was epic at guitar. He would just shred constantly, and most of us would just watch in awe. I remember thinking, I wish I had talent like that. He's so lucky. But now I know that it wasn't talent, although he did have weirdly long fingers actually.
Hello, I like rusty spoons.
But mostly he just practiced at every waking hour that he had. And I'm not saying that you should practice more, but what I am saying is that to be a fantastic drummer, talent isn't required. Just curiosity and consistency are. And we know deep down that the more effort and time that we put in, the better we get. Most of the sick drumming you see online is made up of countless hours of practice behind the scenes. So instead of comparing ourselves to that perfect Instagram reel, why not use it as fuel and inspiration to improve? The marketing genius Seth Godin talks about the dip in his book, conveniently called The Dip. And in the context of drums, it's the idea that drumming starts out exciting and fun, and we have this sort of natural motivation, kind of like the honeymoon period. But after this, it gets harder and less fun for a bit. Maybe we plateau or get frustrated and don't know what to learn next. And this is the point that most people quit. But drumming isn't like business or marketing. It's not as wildly unpredictable. And if we focus on ways to improve our skills, then we will most definitely improve. So if you find yourself in the dip, keep going. Your next breakthrough could be tomorrow. Could be next week. We don't know, but you'll never know if you quit. Low motivation happens to everyone. But sometimes it can be fixed with a little bit of direction, and usually motivation grows when progress feels achievable as well. In the description, I've put a link to a free punk rock roadmap which might help you out. It's easy to think that the best drummers in the world are the heroes that we know of. Stuart Copeland, Neil Peart, John Bonham, Travis Barker. I mean, the list is endless. But there could have been many who became even better, and they didn't because they quit. And we'll never know about them. If you can reframe success as making progress towards being a better drummer, then the only way to fail is to quit. Every time we pick up the sticks then, we're one step closer to achieving that goal, even if we're just practicing for 5 minutes. So with that in mind, when's your next practice session? I wonder if you've ever had this happen to you. You've had a difficult or busy day, and the only thing that you want to do is just sit on the sofa and scroll Instagram. But instead, you decide to play drums. You get into the flow of it, an hour passes, and you start to feel calm and relaxed. And by the end of the session, the stress has completely evaporated. This is an incredible tool to have as a human being. Drumming and music in general is an effective stress relief. I'm definitely no psychologist, but the way that we connect our whole body and mind as drummers is like meditation. Listening, concentrating on one thing, nothing else matters at that point. It's pretty great. So that in itself is a reason to carry on drumming. But if you ever do have a break from drums, they'll always be waiting for you when you return. Imagine now that to become the greatest drummer in the world, all you had to do was push this button. But anybody could do it. There's no journey, there's no process. You just go from beginner to expert immediately. Do you think that you'd feel the same pride, joy, or satisfaction as working out yourself over time? The truth is that progress you earn feels more rewarding. Life is a lot more fun when you're in a hunt for something bigger as well. And each step you take towards that has small moments of this joy and satisfaction. But quitting removes this potential source. And I think with the world how it is, we deserve that bit of joy, don't we? Okay, I did say 5 reasons, but this one's important too. When I was 8 or 9, I went to my cousin's house for some reason or another. He's a few years older, so he was naturally very cool to me. He started showing me his music collection, Limp Bizkit, Nirvana, Blink-182, Placebo, and as soon as I heard these sounds, my life changed forever towards music. So as cliche as it sounds, you can change lives for the better by inspiring people with your drumming. And you can help younger generations with the gift of music, or even re-inspire people that may have quit in the past to pick it back up. And that's a beautiful thing, and definitely a good place to end this video. Let me know in the comments what keeps you playing drums. And if you're feeling like you're not progressing as fast as you would like, check out this video here. Keep hitting stuff, and I'll see you in the next video.